Shalom. This is your brother Tarzan Amar of GMS Valdosta, Georgia, coming out again with another weekly lesson, and I pray that it be edifying. But first of all, I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rikakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say Shalom and a harp to all the sisters and brothers that's striving in the same true doctrine. Shalom. Today's lesson is pretty much based upon adversity and tribulation. And with that being said, we often, reiterate on the fact that right around Passover, strange things begin to happen, not only strange things, but we see the wrath of the Most High being poured out. We see weather phenomenons, and just different things, not necessarily out of the ordinary, but hey, they become prevalent right around this time, right around Passover time. And with that also being said, there's a situation that I'm going through right now, and as I was saying, adversity is at the forefront of it. Without being too graphic, there's a situation in my family where one family member murdered 3 other family members a couple of days ago. And that's what we're going through right now at this particular time. So, and with that being said, my first scripture going to be Proverbs 24:10. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 10. And this spiritual that this scripture was brought out by our camp leaders a few days ago. And it resonated in my spirit whenever he brought it out in a lesson that he was doing. Now I know why. The book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Just Satan paid me a visit. He's testing my spirit, testing my faith. That's the way I look at it. It's one of those situations where, when you least expect it, hey, there it is, right in your face. As we often say, Satan don't take no vacation. He don't take no days off. He don't take, he never go on sick call. He always on the job. 24/7, 365, every 366, and 4 years, every 4 years. And with that being said, my next scripture is going to be 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting at verse 1. Salaki. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. always bearing about in the body the dying of the Most High Yahushua, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our body. You know, we have to continue to stay in the spirit whenever we're going through these type of trials and tribulation. You know, that's all they are. That's all they are. You know, trials and tribulation, and those are the things that we are to be, you know, expect. You know, how how you gonna know where you stand at if you don't never have to go through no kind of adversity? Where will you know where your strength lies at? And we know where our strength lies at. Our strength lies in Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So Satan, do your worst. You know, do your worst. Do your best. But hey, you're not gonna prevail. So try and try again. With that, I'm gonna move to the book of Philippians. The book of Philippians, chapter 4, starting at verse 9. Philippians chapter 4, verse 9. Those things which ye have both learned it and received it and heard and seen in me do, and the power of peace shall be with you. You know, if we walk, you know, if we walk in the steps of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh, we'll forever be in good standards. We'll forever be embodied in the spirit and in, you know, and in strength whenever we come across these certain situations that is out there, these snails of the devil that are out there to destroy us. Because we know the enemy is always lurking, seeking whom he may devour. We know this. With that, I'm going to move to the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 12. I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. You know, in this walk, there's going to be suffering. Suffering is anonymous with patience. And that's what we got to have in this walk. Patience is the key to adversity. And with that being said, I'm going to move to the book of Romans. The book of Romans, chapter 5, starting at verse 2. Romans chapter 5, verse 2. By whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand, and rejoice in the hope of the glory of the Most High. You know, we are to take on these little light afflictions joyful. You know, imagine what Yahushua had to go through. Could you imagine hanging on that cross for 6 hours? The pain and agony he had to go through. Imagine the fact that even before he hung on the cross, he knew what he had to go through. He knew what he had to suffer. And yet and still, hey, he went through it anyway. He could have called a legion of angels to come and take him down. But hey, he was obedient to the end. How much more should we be? And with that, I'm going to move to the book of 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18. In everything gives thanks, for this is the will of the Most High in Yahushua HaMashiach concerning you. Quench not the spirit. I guess Satan thought if he attacked me in that particular way, that somehow or another I was going to deter from what I'm doing. Think again. Despise not prophesying. Did you think that this was going to stop me from coming out, doing what I've been commanded by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua? Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. And coming out there on them corners and them highways and byways, prophesying, that's a good thing. And I'm not going to deter from that. No matter what you throw my way. Only death going to stop me. And with that being said, I'm going to move to the book of John. St. John. Chapter 8. Verse 12. Then Yahushua spake again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. I'm going to read that again. The book of St. John, chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Following Yahushua, that's the truth. That's true living. Anything other than that is death. And I got to read that again. Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. And Yahushua is that light. And why would we, refrain from the light and go into darkness? Make it make sense. And with that being said, I'm going to close out by saying all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rekakadash. I'm going to say shalom to all the apostles and elders for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. Shalom to all the sisters and brothers that striving in this same true doctrine. Shalom, shalom.